Hey designers and non-designers, and welcome back to another tutorial. I'm really sorry we haven't posted in a while. I broke my elbow about 1.5 months ago, so that's why there was a short pause, but I am healed, I'm back, and I'm ready to pick back up right where we left off, which is at... So we're going to keep today's tutorial pretty simple, cozy, short and sweet, and it's specifically designed to help you get really comfortable working with images and slideshows in Readymag. Images and slideshows make up a massive part of any website, whether you're making a portfolio, a landing page, an e-shop, or an editorial, because besides text and video, they're the bread and butter of pretty much everything we see online. So today, we're going to look at how to incorporate them into our projects thoughtfully. That being said, if you want to learn about working with text or video first, we have made tutorials on both of those topics, and so you can check those videos out on this channel, or we'll also link it at the top of this video. But for today, what's on the menu is images and slideshows, so I'd say let's get into it. So first, what's the difference between a single image and a slideshow? You probably guessed it, it's all about quantity and interaction. A single image is exactly what it sounds like, but a slideshow lets you interact with it to scroll or click through multiple images, creating a mini gallery experience. The biggest difference between these two is in the setup, or in how you build it in Readymag. If you want to add an image to your project, you'll start with the picture widget, and if you want to add a slideshow or multiple images to your project, you'll start with the slideshow widget. To allow your website to load and play without long wait times and buffering, all images uploaded should always be under 6 megabytes. You can easily compress large images online with compression tools, so everything is optimized for the web. You can interact with a single image through animations, but it won't ever turn into anything else, whereas the images in a slideshow can be animated to move automatically or to move on a command, like on click or swipe. There are customizations you can make to both, but we'll get into that in a second. First, let's go through when we'd add either. You're going to want to add a single image to your project using the picture widget if you want to highlight a specific photo, product, hero or background image, or include a supporting image for an article or text. Picture like standalone images. You can also use the picture widget to add single images to a gallery. Galleries are made up of multiple images and can follow a bunch of different layout structures. You can have them in vertical or horizontal scrolls, in a tile format, or in any random free layout you want. Now, slideshows, on the other hand, are great for when you want to have multiple images grouped together in a collection. You might want to use these for case studies in a portfolio where you want to showcase multiple images for one project in a space-saving way, or when you have variations of a product in an e-shop. Slideshows are also really great for storytelling, taking viewers through multiple images, or to add variation to the background images in a landing page. The key here is to think about the overall design you want to create and then pick the right widget to build it, as you won't be able to turn an image into a slideshow or a slideshow into an image once you've selected your widget, so you want to build correctly right from the get-go. To put this into practice, let's add both an image and a slideshow to our project and look at how we can customize the appearance of both. Okay, first let's add an image. Go to the widget panel and click Picture. Now pop your image in. Now you can adjust border, radius, and image opacity. You can also crop your image, resize it, and move it around freely on your screen. You can do anything to an image that you could do with pretty much any other widget in Readymag. You can animate it, turn it into a link, make it draggable, or pin it in place on your screen. We've got lots of tutorials on animation in Readymag that you might want to check out as well. Select the lightbox feature if you want to give viewers the option to enlarge your image and see it full screen. If you click Add to Gallery here, it's like creating a global lightbox gallery where viewers will be able to click through all the images you've selected in full screen. To create a gallery or image scroll, you can either add another picture widget and follow the same process, or just duplicate your widget and replace the image with a new one. Duplicating will keep all of the property edits you've made to your picture widget for your future images, and it just makes your entire workflow faster. Some animated presets like the horizontal scroll or asynchronous scroll are built using multiples of the picture widget and already have animations set in place. You can work with the images in these presets the same way you would if you'd added an image with the picture widget from scratch. Just replace and take it from there. Now, switching tracks, let's add a slideshow. Go to the widget panel, click Slideshow, and now drop a couple of images in. This stacked button at the top of your properties toolbar shows you what images are in your slideshow, and you can drag to rearrange them however you want. Add additional images by clicking the plus icon. If you want to delete an image, click the X or simply replace it with another one. You can do anything to a slideshow that you can do to a single image, but we've got a couple more specific customization options here. Click on Settings to customize your slideshow appearance. You can select whether or not you want arrows at all or how you want them to look. One of my personal favorite features here is the mouse over setting, where your cursor essentially becomes the navigation arrows as you hover over the slideshow. You can set whether you want an image counter, a full screen option, how you want your icons to look, and if you want to add captions or thumbnail previews. Captions are super useful here for those who might want to add links in their slideshows. This could come in handy with e-shops or linking out to press pieces, for example. You can also set if you want your slideshow to fill the screen and have a background color, or if you want to crop and resize it freely. Adding a radius will round the edges of all images in your slideshow. Once your slideshow looks the way you want, you can customize how it plays. Click on the Transitions button to determine if your slideshow will play on slider or crossfade. Slider means the images will slide in one by one, and crossfade means they'll fade out into the next image. With either option, you can select your images to play on click, hover, or autoplay. In some options, you'll be able to set a delay and a crossfade pace. I love setting crossfade to 0 so you can play a slideshow without transitions, just on click. One fun slideshow tip is you can also add GIFs into your slideshows. You can't mix photos and videos, but you can mimic a short video by adding a GIF and blending this in for a cool experience. Another tip, because slideshows are so versatile, you can also create an image gallery scroll where certain images are actually slideshows. That's what I did here in this tile layout. I wanted some images to just be images, but I styled my design so that images, videos, and slideshows all look the same but could be played in their various formats. That's why it's so important to think ahead and decide which work you want to present in which way, so you can pick the right widget right from the get-go. Very last cool slideshow tip is you can use this widget in super creative ways beyond its more expected or typical uses. In this user example, the designer uses the slideshow widget to create a super unique tiled effect and other cool Readymag effects to present their photography work. I love seeing people push the limits of Readymag widgets and creating something super unexpected with the tools provided, because I never would have thought of this and it's just insanely creative. Okay, we did it! You're done! You stuck through to the end. Well done. I really hope this helped you get a better understanding of how images and slideshows work, how to build them, and also when to use them. They are both super great widgets that are going to help you build all kinds of complex, amazing things in all of your projects across Readymag. So that's it for me today. I cannot wait to see each other in the next tutorial, and until then, happy designing. Bye!